Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sports Blitz here, and we're back with another NFL mock draft. Before I get into it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Guys, it is in the middle of Wild Card Weekend right now. In fact, the Texans and Browns game is actually going on right now. So, probably by the time this gets posted, the draft order might be a little bit different. So, bear with me there. This was kind of the soonest I could make another mock draft, so bear with me on that. Another quick disclaimer, guys. I'm not gonna claim to be a draft expert. Okay. I'm a regular person. I don't have the time to study every single draft prospect, and I don't know every single team's every need and everything. So there's gonna be stuff here you disagree with. Okay. But let me know in the comment section below who you want your team to draft, given how the board falls. But let's go ahead and get on into it. Today I'm going to use just the NFL mock draft database draft simulator. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to actually do this one based on if Chicago were to take Caleb Williams. Now, I don't necessarily think they should. In my opinion, I think they should try to build around Justin Fields, maybe trade down a spot or two and, get Marvin Harrison. But there's going to be different scenarios that play out given the draft. So this one we're going to say they take Caleb Williams. Here, I think Washington 1,000% takes Drake May. I think they take a quarterback, whether that's Caleb Williams or Drake May. 3, New England. This one's kind of tough because, to me, I think 3 is a little high for Jayden Daniels, but I do know they absolutely need a quarterback. I don't know. I've also never used this one, so I don't know. See, yeah, that doesn't give you automatic trade offers, unfortunately. Yeah, doesn't give you automatic trade offers, but I think given the situation, if I was New England, I'd probably take Marvin Harrison. I think 3 is probably just a little bit too high for Jayden Daniels. I'd probably take him more. Honestly, I probably wouldn't take him any higher than 7 or 8, if I'm being honest. So we'll go Marvin Harrison. For Arizona, since Harrison is gone, you're kind of debating between Malik Nabers and Joe Alt. You could think about maybe Fashanu from Penn State. I think Joe Alt is the better tackle. I think a lot of it will depend on this offseason if they end up re-signing Hollywood Brown. I think getting Joe Alt would really help out. So then for the Chargers, I think we're gonna go ahead and give them Malik Nabers. They really need some playmakers. They're in kind of a tough spot offensively. The Giants. Ooh, I don't know. They might be in a spot to take Jayden Daniels here. I know I said probably not higher than 7 or 8, but 6 is a little tempting. I know they did just pay Daniel Jones last offseason, but he's been injured. There hasn't been a whole lot of confidence in him in that building. They could also take Brock Bowers. Darren Waller has had some injury issues and has been inconsistent for them. Man, this is a little tough. I can't lie. This is kind of a tough situation for them. think I'm going to go ahead and go Jaden Daniels. I think he would be the better long-term solution rather than sticking with Daniel Jones and hoping there's someone good next year to take. Because, I mean, for quarterbacks, there's always going to be reaches, you know? So, for Tennessee right here, I'll be honest, that Brock Bowers pick is really enticing. I wish we knew who the Titans coach was going to be. So we knew, like, what type of scheme they're wanting to run. Because to me, I think they need some receiver help, some tight end help, some O-line help. They could use some edge help. That's valid. Honestly, I think really about any of these 4 picks right here would be solid. I really do. I think let's go Brock Bowers. Give them a real solid tight end. I mean, honestly, I think Bowers comes in is instantly a top 10, maybe as high as top 5 tight end. I think he's gonna be really good. Atlanta is now on the board, and I think, given the situation, I think you got to go ahead and take Dallas Turner. So Bears on the clock again. You know, since they didn't get Marvin Harrison, let's go ahead and give them the next best, the third best receiver in the class, and give them Rome Odunze. Jets on the clock. We'll give them Fashanu from Penn State. I don't even know how to pronounce his first name, so I'm not going to try. Minnesota on the board. And honestly, I'm kind of looking at corner for them. I know so many people love Nate Wiggins, and he's solid. Don't get me wrong. But I really like Kool-Aid McKinstry. I really do. I think McKinstry's going to be really good. So, yeah, we'll go Kool-Aid McKinstry to Minnesota. Denver now, and I'm going to go ahead and just give them Laiatu Latu. Give them some edge help. Raiders on the clock. Honestly, I think they're in a situation that they could use some interior D-line help. So we're going to give them Johnny Newton. Saints on the board. I think we give them a tackle. I know this has J.C. Latham ranked higher, but I'm actually a bigger fan of Amarius Mims. In fact, I remember we weren't sure if he was even going to come out this year or if he was going to wait till next year. And, I mean, I think he's one of the best tackles in this class. I think Saints get Mims. Colts now on the board. I'm kind of feeling some edge help for them. I think Jared Verse would be really good with the Colts. I really do. Seahawks on the board. I think... Honestly, if I'm the Seahawks, I try to trade out, given the board. Because, I mean, they're pretty solid at tackle and corner right now, and receiver. You could argue maybe Chop Robinson right here. If you don't trade out, then yeah, that's what I would do. I think I'm going to try to set up a quick trade right here. Let me go ahead and try. Because I'm kind of thinking I think Green Bay would have some big interest in Cooper DeJean. Or DeJean. Sorry, I always butcher his name. That's only jumping two other teams. So I don't know that they would get a second rounder out of it. If they do, it's definitely pick 52. Okay, this is saying pick 83 would go through. This late in the first, I think sending them a third round pick would probably work. Honestly, I'd probably throw in like a sixth as well. Yeah, I think that's probably valid. So we'll do that. Green Bay's on the clock. Now actually, better question is, do they want Wiggins or DeJean? Because honestly, I'm trying to remember, which one of these guys is it that can play safety too? Although, being honest, the Packers could use some safety or corner help. Probably more so safety. I'm trying to remember, which one of them is it that has played some safety? Sorry, guys. I gotta hurry and check this. I don't want to do the wrong one. Okay. Looks like it's DeJean that has played some safety. So we'll go ahead and have them take him. I mean, Nate Wiggins would definitely be a home run pick for them as well. But, okay, Jacksonville on the board, and I think a lot of this depends on if Calvin Ridley walks or not. Because to me, if they don't re-sign Calvin Ridley, I think they look at Keon Coleman. But if they do re-sign him, I think they get J.C. Latham for some tackle help. And I think either one of those would be a home run pick. I think we go ahead. I feel like they'd go ahead and re-sign Calvin Ridley to a year or two contract. So we'll assume they re-sign Calvin Ridley and we'll go J.C. Latham here. So now the Bengals are on the clock, and honestly, if I were them, I'd get some more corner help, and I think Nate Wiggins, or actually, there's a shot they might end up losing T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, actually. I don't know if they lose both, but they very well could. Thinking about this, actually, I'm kind of leaning Keon Coleman, actually. Yeah, because I don't think they have the money to re-sign T. Higgins. Yeah, let's go Keon Coleman there. Seattle's on the board, and I think this is a perfect spot for Chop Robinson. Tampa Bay now. We'll go ahead and give them Nate Wiggins. Absolute steal for Tampa Bay. Kind of surprised he fell this far. Cardinals on the clock. Earlier they took Joe Alt. So, honestly, I'm kind of thinking wide receiver now. And we take Brian Thomas right here. What other receivers are there? Troy Franklin, Adonai Mitchell, Worthy, Leggett. Yeah. I don't know. They could also go corner, 1,000%. Terrion Arnold is a good freaking player. Or they could honestly go Braylon Trice. They do need some edge help. There's some directions they could go. I don't know, Cardinals fans, let me know what you think of this. I'm going to give them Brian Thomas. Let me know what you think of that. For the Rams here, I'm going to go ahead and give them Braylon Trice. For Pittsburgh here, we're going to give them Terrion Arnold. Miami, Fuaga. Another guy that I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but I have watched some of his tape, and he is a good tackle. Eagles on the board. How much longer do we think Lane Johnson is going to be playing? Because, I mean, he's what, like 34, 35? I mean, I know he still had a good year. He did. But it's a matter of when does he retire? Because if he only plays one more year, I'll be honest, I kind of want to look at replacing him here with Troy Fautanu. But they do have a very big corner issue. I'll be honest, I'm a bigger fan of Quinyon Mitchell than Kamari Lassiter. Lassiter's still really good, don't get me wrong. But I think I'm going to go Quinyon Mitchell. Kansas City's on the board. They absolutely have to go receiver. 1,000%. I'm kind of thinking not Troy Franklin just because they already have a lot of that type of receiver, you know? Really, really fast guys that are good after the catch. And I know Troy Franklin's like, isn't he like 6'3", 6'4"? But he's also that really fast guy that's going to be good after the catch. I'm kind of wanting... I don't know. I'm kind of leaning Adonai Mitchell. Xavier Worthy would be really solid too. Man, I don't know. Let's go Adonai Mitchell. I think that'd be a solid option for them. Gives them a different type of receiver to use. Texans on the board, and I disagree. I don't think receiver is their biggest need. I really don't. Honestly, I like the idea of giving them Cameron Kinchens. I think he'd be a beast for their secondary. Detroit on the board, and Kamari Lassiter. I think that's perfect. Yeah, perfect pick for them. Bills on the clock, and I think... You know, everybody has wide receiver mocked here to the Bills. I think Stephon Diggs pulls it together next year. I really do. I also wouldn't be surprised at all if they re-sign Gabe Davis. So I think they'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and really help fix that O-line and go Troy Fautanu. Cowboys on the board now, and I'm kind of thinking... You know, given the situation, I think I'd trade back. I really would. I think we're going to take Dallas's pick here. And we're going to trade with Carolina. I think Carolina will send 33. And, I mean, it's only 3 picks back, so I say probably throw in a 5th, and then I can't do a future. We'll just say this one's a future 7th as well. We'll give the other 5th instead of that one. Okay, never mind. I can't undo that one for whatever reason. But we'll just say it's going to be pick 33, 140, and then next year's 6th. So we'll send that. Carolina moves up. I said Carolina moves up. Is it going to go through? Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that's not... What the heck? Okay. That. And that. Why is it not processing? Do I need to also, like... Okay, I don't know what is wrong with this trade system right now, but it is just not wanting to work. I wonder if it's because it's a 2nd round pick. We'll just say a 4th. What the heck? Why is it not? Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on with this trade system. It is just not working. Okay, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and take it as if the trade did go through. We'll just say Carolina sends pick 33 and pick 140, maybe a 6th as well. So Carolina moves up. And again, guys, this is going to be Panthers taking Troy Franklin right here. Okay. Niners on the clock. I think they go ahead and take... Honestly, yeah. Let's have them take Graham Barton. No, actually. They need tackle help, too. I like Jordan Morgan quite a bit. Yeah, let's go Jordan Morgan. Okay, Ravens on the clock. They round out the draft with taking... They do need some right tackle help, actually. Although, they also need some corner help, and I do like Kalen King. Yeah, let's go Kalen King right here. So, okay. Let me know what you think of this mock draft in the comments section below. Again, guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.